season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. 5 yards remain on second down.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 63 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. It's Baker, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. That catch good for only a couple.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 12.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Powers through it, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.